y'all, I'm a little bit sick, so don't. I know you're probably saying, ugh, she sound horrible. But I digress. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Awkwardly Acceptable Podcast. I am your host, Camera Brielle. My throat feels like somebody took some sandpaper and just was like, let me just sandpaper it up, and it don't hurt, but it's not in the best shape that it has been in its life. Okay, so if I'm a little gross sounding to y'all, don't be mad at me. Okay, don't leave the podcast. Come on, just stay with me for a second. This is going to be a semi-quick podcast because I, a lady named Camera Brielle, am going live today on YouTube. Yes, I'm going live today on YouTube around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you all don't know my YouTube handle, it is Camera Brielle. If you want to stop by and say anything, talk about anything, you are more than welcome to. I would also like to thank everyone who is listening to me on iTunes and Spotify and Google Play. And I think that this is episode number 5. So I will be in the works of getting it on iHeartRadio. So we will have new listeners, hopefully. And also I want to thank my sponsor. Y'all know who it is, Air Mac Records. Thank you, Air Mac Records. Please check out Air Mac Records, a digitally based record label focused on collaborative methods with independent artists. Make beats and sing songs. Visit airmacrecords.com to hear more. The Awkwardly Acceptable Podcast will be playing 3 original songs by an Air Mac artist. I hope you enjoy these songs. And if you'd like to hear more of these songs or figure out how to download them and listen to them all the time, visit Air Mac Records or visit my website. Am I saying visit with an F? I'm sorry. Visit my website, camerabrielle.com, and you can download some of the songs, okay? Now, listen, y'all. As usual, I'm a procrastinator, okay? I know that I usually don't talk about myself on this podcast. I'll call it like a laid-back episode, but this isn't really laid-back because some things were happening. Although I only have 3 topics, and 2 of them go together, so it's really like not my week. But anyway, what was I saying? I don't know what I was saying. But what I will say is, y'all know I'm a procrastinator, right? I don't know if you knew, but I am. And I just wrote the script like I did last week. And it's really taken a toll on me and my planning. And I spent like 30 minutes writing the script, and that's how long I usually spend writing the script. But then I'm like, I can do it in like 10 minutes, and that never happens. And it's just like, what are you doing? Like, what's wrong with you? I don't understand it. Do I have anything else to say about me? I feel like I do, but I feel like I don't know what I was about to say. So, oh yeah, my husband is home, and also my kitten is not in her cage. So there might be a little bit of noise. My husband obviously knows how to behave, for lack of a better word. But my kitten, she is just a spoiled, rotten, little, just furry Jezebel. And she get on my damn nerves, okay? But enough about me. Let's talk about the NBA, okay? National Basketball Association. Let's talk about it. Now, the Cavs played yesterday. They lost. I know y'all like, bitch, the Cavs always losing. But I'll fight you. Dead ass. Don't talk about the Cavs, okay? I don't care if we have a 1 in 64 record. Don't talk about the Cavs, okay? Don't do it. Anyway, let's talk about the Lakers. So the Lakers lost their 4th straight game yesterday. against the second seed Denver Nuggets with Isaiah Thomas. Not bad boy Pistons Isaiah Thomas. Oh no. 5'9" Isaiah Thomas, okay? Now, I know you're wondering, what's wrong with Isaiah Thomas? But if you know basketball, you know exactly why I find that hilarious. Even though I'm 100% sure that Isaiah Thomas does not start on the Denver Nuggets, it's still absolutely hilarious that Isaiah Thomas is now on a second-seeded team and LeBron is not even going to make it to the playoffs. Now, mathematically, he does still have a chance, but in reality, he does not, okay? They lost, I can't even remember all the teams they lost against. That's how many teams they lost against, okay? They are in 10th place right now, and they are 6.5 games behind the Clippers, which, if anyone from Los Angeles is listening to me, then, I mean, y'all motherfuckers better be happy. You got somebody, okay? Cleveland don't have 2 teams. We got 1, and they shitty, okay? So I'm glad that at least one of your teams get to go to the finals. I'm sorry. Not the finals. Woo. Not the finals. I'm sorry. The playoffs. We all know who's going to the finals. Well, for the Western Conference, I don't really care too much about the Eastern Conference because the Celtics have just started to pull it back together. They've won their last 2 games. They did beat the Warriors by, what was it? I think it was 125 or 120 to 99, my guy. It was a bad loss. It was actually the 128 to 95. It was actually the worst loss that the Golden State Warriors have suffered under Steve Kerr. And for that, I am grateful, okay? I don't have any animosity toward Kyrie. I mean, you know, you did leave my team, left me high and dry, but whatever, you know. I don't, listen, I'm going to start getting sad and I'm going to start getting angry, so let me just move on. LeBron did pass Michael Jordan for 4th place in overall scoring last night. I should know how many points he scored, but I don't. You know? You know why? You know why I don't know? Because I don't care. I think that's it. That's why. I don't care, but I'm looking it up right now. He has 32,311 points. He tied Jordan with 32,292 points. And then he passed him with a 32,311 points. Oh, yay. And then they lost. And then the Lakers were booing him because he couldn't make a free throw. Now, I know you're wondering, why are you talking about basketball? I'm talking about basketball because this is what LeBron deserves, okay? Now, and outside of the basketball court or off the basketball court, LeBron is a great person, okay? He donates to his community. He's philanthropic. He does what he needs to do, okay? He's expanding his brand. He's doing what he needs to do. I respect him outside of basketball. But I can realize that on that court, I don't give a damn about you, okay? And I'm actually quite happy in his defeat, okay? I know that sounds rude, but I'm quite elated in his defeat, okay? So, also, LeBron has agreed to a minutes restriction via the NBA because we all know that with how many games left? 17, if I'm not mistaken. Unless they win all 17 games, they're not going to make it to the playoffs. And unless the Clippers or the Spurs or whoever start to lose all the games, they're not going to make it to the playoffs. So, you know, it's really unfortunate, but I like it. I'm really liking it. Do I have a, oh, that wasn't enough laughter for me, but, you know what I mean. Moving on, we have, oh my gosh. Let's talk about this R. Kelly interview. Look, I didn't listen to the interview. That's number one. So if y'all have listened to the interview, just click off right now because you like, bitch, what you better talk about? Listen, all I've seen are the memes. We all know what R. Kelly is going on there to do. To say that he ain't holding no girls captive and he ain't no damn pedophile and he's a nice person, and we all know it's lies. Okay, we know that. But when I say this man acted, he did give his best Oscar-worthy performance when he told Gail, I'm fighting for my life. I'm trying to be in my kid's life. You're not going to be in your kid's life when you $200,000 behind on child support, okay? That's number one. Number two, no. Because you probably trying to get around your kids' friends so you can recruit more girls into your harem of women, okay? Hell no. That's number two. And number three, lock that nigga up. Oh, wait. He's already been locked up. Homie came to the court after he gave the first part of his interview to Gayle King on CBS this morning. He came to the courtroom with $50,000, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on the number. They said, oh no, big homie. The judge looked at him and said, oh no, big homie. I want all the money. He said, well, I ain't really got it. And they said, well, lock your ass up, and threw that man's right back in jail. So if I'm not mistaken, R. Kelly might be in jail right now. Okay? Because I'm pretty sure he got arrested yesterday. And if the man ain't have no money to put up bail the first time, does he have money to put up bail the second time? I'm thinking that's a 9. Oh, yep. R. Kelly arrested after failing to pay $161,000 in child support. He came up there with 50 and they said, I'm sorry, what? How you gonna be a pedophile and broke? What? He's talking about he done gave us 30 years. You ain't gave me nothing. You ain't paid my bills. You ain't paid my bills. You ain't did nothing for me. And I don't even like your damn music, okay? He was ready to pay $50,000 to $60,000. I'm getting this from Yahoo.com. Wow. Oh, gosh. Well, in the second part of his sit down with Gayle King, released on Thursday, I got this information from page 6, by the way. Kelly attempted to explain why he couldn't pay his $100,000 bail recently. And he owes his wife $161,000. What's the actual number? Ooh, y'all, if y'all hear noises in the background, that is called a parking lot, okay? $161,663. Pay the woman. Pay the children. I mean, we ain't gonna say we own Andrea Kelly's boat or nothing, but pay the child, okay? Or in your case, the child's with an S. He says, quote, so many people have been stealing my money. People, okay. I'm going to read it verbatim, okay? Let's start over. So many people have been stealing my money. People was connected to my account. I went by myself for the first time to a Bank of America. Didn't know what I was doing. Didn't know what was going on there. 3 weeks ago to a month, he told King, because I was so tired of not knowing where my money was, where my publishing was. Did y'all hear me? Whose fault is that? I ain't never in my life. Nigga, you didn't keep track of your money. I have a rumor in my head, but I don't know if it's true. So I'm not going to say it. But, I mean, you the one who kept paying off all them women. Not women. All those girls' families. The fuck? What? You paying all that damn money. Of course you ain't got no money. You paying hush money to them. It's just, it's what he deserves. It's what he deserves. It's what he deserves. quite frankly. Did I say that? Because let me say it again. It's what he deserves. I hope that everyone who is listening to this podcast, near and far, fro and wide, to and hither, okay? I hope that everyone has seen the interview with R. Kelly and Gayle King. I hope that you all saw the memes. The memes were out of this world. The memes, when I tell you the internet has remained undefeated, what is it? It's undefeated, okay? They came out with the memes. They had him dubbed over Trapped in the Closet, dubbed over I Believe I Can Fly. They had him mixed in with Trinidad James. They took that man's to task. And I am 100% here for it, okay? So, to recap, R. Kelly deserved an Oscar, to be quite honest. He deserved an Oscar for that, or at least a Tony or something. He deserved something for that performance. Because when he got up there and he said, "I'm fighting for my life," I nearly fell out of the bed. This, and I'm not comparing the situations, but this meme material is about as good as Tyrese when he said, "What more do you want from me?" Okay, if you've never heard that meme, then I need you to get the hell off my damn podcast. Look that shit up and come back, okay? Prime meme material, okay? Let's move on because it's what he deserves. I mean, either the money was going to run out, which is really what happened. The money ran out, he couldn't pay people off, and all of the shit proceeded to hit the fan. So, yeah, ha. Like, I don't really care. Let's move on to our next topic. Now, our next topic is also heavy, okay? I don't know why I wanted to sing it when it's a serious topic. I don't know, y'all. I got this from the Washington Post, who sent me through rigmaroles. I don't know if that's the word I'm trying to say, but they sent me through roller coaster rides to try to get this damn article. Join the Washington Post for $1. No, I'm not gonna join it. The fuck? Google is free. I'm sorry, y'all. Let's do this. So, have y'all heard of Leaving Neverland? I don't have HBO, so I haven't seen it. Plus, I'm just a really weird person. Me, myself. So, I have to be in that mind frame to consciously look at something that may or may not. I don't know. Listen, I ain't gonna say what I'm gonna say. But I got this from the Washington Post. I don't know when it came out, but the Singer's Estate is slamming this documentary, and they're saying that this is a public lynching. These are 5 most striking takeaways from part 2 of the Leaving Neverland documentary. So, bop. Can I figure out their first names? Oh my gosh. I'm supposed to be serious, and I can't even figure out their first names, to be quite honest. Oh, it's right here. Wade Robson and James Safechuck. They are the 2 men who are coming out. 2 men who this documentary is about, who are coming out with the allegations that Micheal Jackson, who passed away in 2008, sexually assaulted. Okay, so it says, quote, Robson and Safechuck gave sworn witness statements supporting Jackson. Okay, says Robson and Safechuck say they began drifting away from Jackson as the singer became close to other boys, including actor Macaulay Culkin, who has denied under oath that Jackson ever sexually abused him. and the 13-year-old at the center of the 1993 sexual abuse allegations against the singer. Robson and Safechuck say that it was in 1993, around the time Jackson was accused of child sexual abuse, that they began hearing regularly from the singer again. In response to the accusations, both boys gave sworn witness statements supporting Jackson, which they say they provided under pressure from the singer and his legal team. Robson, his mother Joy, and his sister Chantel spoke publicly in support of the singer, who had told them that his accuser's parents were after money. Robson denied that Jackson had ever touched him inappropriately. Quote, "I was excited by the idea of being able to defend him and being able to save him," Robson says in the film. Joy Robson, which is his mother, said she believed Jackson's extortion claim even more when the singer reached a settlement with the accuser's parents in 1994. The singer allegedly had a financial hold on both Robson and Safechuck's family. Okay. In part one, Robson and his mother Joy talk about moving to LA from their native Australia to be closer to Jackson. They say the singer persuaded them to make the move so he could train Robson, who went on to have a successful career as a choreographer. According to Safechuck, Jackson had a similar hold on his family. Jackson paid for him to attend filmmaking classes and funded several short films he made as a teen. Safechuck says Jackson discouraged him from attending college and even persuaded his parents to take him out of advanced classes so he could focus on filmmaking. "He is very much making you depend on him," Safechuck says, of the singer's power over his family. Jackson also gave money to Safechuck's parents. Stephanie Safechuck says Jackson gave her and her husband a low-interest loan so that they could buy a new house, but the singer forgave the debt completely after their son testified in the 1993 case. Their relationship with Jackson grew more complicated in their teens and early adulthood. Robson says Jackson continued to abuse him after the 1993 case, and part 2 of Leaving Neverland includes one of the film's most disturbing allegations of sexual abuse. Trigger warning, everyone. Robson says Jackson tried to penetrate him in what he remembers as their last sexual experience when he was 14. He says the singer panicked after the encounter and urged him to dispose of his underwear, which had blood on it. Robson and Safechuck described being largely distant from Jackson as the singer got married, first to Lisa Marie Presley in 1994, and in 1996 to Debbie Rowe, his longtime friend and mother of his 2 oldest children. Stephanie Safechuck said the singer called to tell her he was getting married, and it felt like a child leaving the home. "It was an emptiness. I loved him," she says. By 2005, when Jackson was put on trial for child molestation charges, Safechuck had told Jackson he did not want to testify, which made the singer angry, which he says made the singer angry. His parents were also confused as to why he would not support Jackson. "I was kind of breaking, like having a nervous breakdown," Safechuck says. He told his mother that Jackson was not a good person and that he didn't want to be involved in the case, effectively revealing the abuse. Stephanie Safechuck said her son begged him not to tell anyone else, and that she resolved to protect him by keeping his secret. Robson did testify on Jackson's behalf. He had kept in somewhat closer contact with Jackson, even as his choreography career took off. He began working with famous artists, including NSYNC and Britney Spears. Robson says he would have dreams of Jackson dying in jail, and he felt he had to protect him. "I still love him deeply," he says. His sister Chantel also testified on Jackson's behalf. Okay, I don't know. I haven't seen the documentary, so I may do a bonus podcast on this situation because I really want to see it. But I don't know what to say. So I'm not going to say anything. I mean, I can play devil's advocate, and I could say I could see how the two boys would go along with the situation, because as a child, you see that your dreams are coming true, your family's dreams are coming true, and in a child's mind, that would make you stay in a situation that was damaging to you because of the rewards and perks, basically, with that, for lack of a better term, that it gave to you. I also can say that they're a bunch of liars. I can say that. I can also say that I'm not a parent, so I don't know, but I do know that I wouldn't let my child be around anyone, whether it's someone famous or not. Like, you have to explicitly trust someone for your child to be around them. And I think that regardless of if these situations are true or not, first of all, this man has passed away. That's number one. So there would not be any justice that could be served necessarily. I mean, unless you want to like sue the estate, or if you just want to have, I don't know what could be done now that, I mean, would like, if someone, in the case of R. Kelly, if someone is a pedophile, they deserve to go to jail. They deserve to, you know, get what is coming to them. But if these situations are true, and Micheal Jackson has already passed away, what is the end goal for this? That's number one. And number two, I think that you know someone, a famous person, a celebrity who has a lot of money, who has talent, who has resources beyond your wildest dreams. If you're just a regular schmegular family, then it is very easy to put your what is it? Not beliefs. Why can't I think of words? Your I can't think of the word, but I'll try to think of it. To put your basically beliefs aside, and your I can't think of the word. To put your beliefs aside and allow a celebrity to maybe have more access to your child than a stranger on the street, okay? Because, oh, you've seen them on TV, so you think that they're, you know, that you know them in a sense. And especially now with social media, people think that they know celebrities and that they, like, you know, are up close and personal, and that a celebrity would never do X, Y, Z. But I think that there could never be any allegations made if parents kept better eyes on their children. Or instead of having their child go over Lala's house by themselves, how about, you know, you go over there with them, stay with them the whole time, and that way you have peace of mind to, like, know for a fact that nothing happened. That's all that I'm saying. As far as if I think anything is true, I mean, bro, I don't know. I'm not going to sit up here and say it's 100% false. I'm not going to sit up here and say it's 100% true, because that's like the percentage that needs to be established for his character to be assassinated. And if there are doubts, then it's not it's not conducive for me to say, oh, I believe that man's. Now, this is not R. Kelly. This is not someone who's working with a 14-year-old producing a track, or producing a CD called Age Ain't Nothing But a Number, okay? That's what I'm talking about. Now, we got evidence like this. Oh, well, yes, I'm sold on the idea, but I don't have anything else to say because I don't know. I really, I do get that, there is, you do have to build up courage to come forward and to accuse someone of doing something, or to come forward and tell your story. I get that. But why did it take 11 years after his passing for this video, or for this documentary, to finally come out? It doesn't make sense to me. Doesn't make sense to me. Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't supposed to sing because it was supposed to be a serious topic. But please tell me what you all think about this. I am not here. I'm not denying it nor confirming it. I'm not saying anything. I just want to, look, I don't know. I don't know. I can't. We all know R. Kelly is a pedophile. Let's work on him, okay? We have concrete 100% proof that R. Kelly is a GD pedophile. That's it. So when we get 100% concrete proof that Micheal Jackson is a pedophile, then boom, we got it. But we don't have it. So I'm not going to say nothing. So, I hate to play a song after such a horrible, two horrible topics. But, this is the Awkwardly Acceptable podcast, and it is sponsored by Air Mac Records. So I am going to play a song by an Air Mac artist. These songs are all somber. So it's not like I got an upbeat, happening song for you all. But the song, I don't know if you all have heard this song before, but I think I'm going to play a song called Organic. I'm pretty sure no one has heard it before. It is a very, very quick song because if y'all know me, y'all know that I make less than 2-minute songs the majority of the time. And then like 1 5-minute song for no apparent reason. But anyway, without any further ado, I want you all to enjoy Organic, and I'll be back after this short musical interlude. So here we go. Can you feel it? It's everywhere. Can you see it? It's heaven sent. Wishing, hoping, praying, I'm floating, I'm running, I'm flying, looking, I'm searching, you're hiding, cursing, I'm trying, I'm crying. Where did you run to? When did I lose you? Just can't forget you. Oh, where did you run to? Oh, yay, that was Organic by me. I wrote that song at 3 o'clock in the morning about 3 years ago. About 3 years ago. I wanted a song that was like, la 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 la. And it is a reverse song, so It sounded like it needed to be, I don't know. It sounds kind of somber, like the music. And I thought that it would be just like a good interlude type song that like tells a story. I don't know, whatever, man. This is a pretty short episode of the Awkwardly Acceptable podcast. I do have my third topic that I want to discuss. Sorry, y'all. You know my throat is a little bit sandpapery today, so sorry. You know, like the rough side of the sponge. That's how my throat feels. But like, go outside and then like throw it in the snow and leave it in the snow for a second. Not overnight. Leave it in the snow overnight, actually. And then pick it up and it's all hard and then it's, that's how my throat feels. So, I'm getting disgusted. Let me stop. My topic, number 3, is right back on R. Kelly. This came from CBS, and this is the interview with Azriel Clary and Jocelyn Savage. Pretty sure everyone knows who Jocelyn Savage is. Her family came out really at the start of this whole, hey, we need to lock R. Kelly up movement. Basically, that's what it needs to be called. Hey, we need to lock this guy. Let me not cuss too much. Hey, we need to lock this man's up. Okay? That's what it should be called. Because he doing too damn much. Her parents came out and her parents was like, we ain't seen our daughter in however long. She gave an interview on TMZ. You saw somebody in the background telling her to cut it. Just a lot. So Jocelyn Savage is not unfamiliar in the R. Kelly fuckery. Because I don't have, I could have said debauchery. But why would I say that? Fuckery. That's what it is. So they gave an interview defending him and their relationship with him. Azriel Clary is 21. Jocelyn Savage is 23. Bro, I am 23. So I don't like this. That's number 1. Number 2. If his interview didn't send that man to jail, then this interview surely sent that man to jail. Now, I don't want to read the whole interview, but I don't know. Listen, all I'm going to say is Gayle King sat down with them. They said that they love R. Kelly, and even though their families claim that he has brainwashed them, the women said that there is nothing inappropriate about their relationship with the 52-year-old. Kelly snuck into the room while the interview was in process, despite his team agreeing he would not be present. Well, he's a pimp. He's a madam. A madam is a pimp, right? But he's more than that. I don't know. I want to just call him a madam. He's a madam, but a man madam. Because I feel like a pimp, I guess, but he's more than that. Like, he deep. I read a little bit of the interview because then I'm sick of this bullshit. I'm sick of this. Let me tell you. Listen. Gayle King asks, what is your relationship, both of you, with R. Kelly? Clary says, we're with him. That's our relationship. Savage says, yeah, we're with him. Yeah, that's what it is. Clary says, we live with him and we're in a relationship with him and we just said it. Savage adds, a very strong relationship as well. King says, both of you? Yes, they say, with Savage adding, most definitely. Bro, do you want me to keep reading a little bit of it? Just a little bit more. Because I want to get to the part where Gayle said, so how do we say this without being inappropriate? Is this a 3-way relationship? Or do you each have a separate relationship with him? Seeking Sister Wives R. Kelly edition. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, what? Love After Lockup, R. Kelly edition. Okay, fuck. This is what this is. family or fiance, R. Kelly edition. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Or do you each have a separate relationship with him? How does this work? I'm curious, Gail said. Clary then says, well, both of those. Can you say, let me not. Anyway, we both have our individual relationships with him, and we are all a family together, seeking sister wife. We have our moments where we sit and watch movies all together. We go to the amusement parks all together. Because you're children. That's why. Because I want to go to a damn amusement park. My husband just said, let's go to the IX Center when it comes. The IX Indoor Amusement Park. You know why? Because we going to go. And we going to have a good ass time. Why? Because I'm 23 years old. That's why. Because a 52-year-old man is not going to Cedar Point without taking his grandchildren or his children. R. Kelly is old enough to be your damn father. Both of y'all. Both of y'all. That's crazy. Anyway. Gail says, I'm not talking about going to the movies and sitting, watching, going to parks. I'm talking about, is it a three-way sexual relationship between the three of you? Azriel said, bitch. She ain't say bitch. But basically, that neck roll that she said was sexually. Well, first of all, I'm not here to talk about my personal life. You absolutely are. That's number one. Number two, and I would never, ever share with no one what I do in or outside the bedroom. And as a woman, I'm sure you would not either. Gail said, nah, okay, I won't. Okay, you right. She says, okay, then next question. That's what Clary says. King says, no, you're right. I would not share what I'm doing inside of my bedroom. But this, however, is a very different circumstance, and I think it's a fair question. Clary says, this is not a different circumstance. There are people all over the world who have multiple girlfriends. It's no different. Gail said, well, do you both believe that you're in love with him? Clary says, of course. Savage says, absolutely. Gail says, well, should either of your parents be concerned? And Clary says, no. She asks, why? Clary says, well, my parents knew where I have always been for 4 years. They have always known. They know that I've been well taken care of. They never thought you were missing, Azriel. This is Gail saying. They just were wondering if you were okay. Clary says, well, my parents actually have come to Chicago to see me a few times. I've talked to them. They've stopped answering my calls. Oh, yeah. Then Gail says she spoke to Clary's father the day before the interview, and he says that his daughter is brainwashed and that he's very concerned. He said he was here 2 days ago and you wouldn't even look him in the eye. Clary then says, okay, I wouldn't look him in the eye because he's a liar, a manipulative liar. I'll tell you why they're concerned, Azriel. Because they say she's 17. We found text messages that indicated that she was having sex with R. Kelly when she was 17. Is that true? King asked. No, that is a lie. That is a lie. I was not having sex with him at 17. First of all, what in the hell you think Clary was going to say? Hell yeah. What? I'm sorry. King says, why would they lie about you, their daughter? She says, okay, so when I first met Robert, my parents told me to lie about my age. So when I first met him, he thought I was 18. On top of that, when I was 17, my parents were actually making me, trying to get me to take photos with him, take sexual videos with him, all kinds of stuff. King says, wait. Your parents encourage you to do sexual videos with R. Kelly? Clary says, yes. And they said, because if they ever have to blackmail him, what they're trying to do now, they can use it against him, which is exactly what they're doing. Savage nods in agreement, adding everything she's saying is true. Savage says that both of our parents are basically out here trying to get money and scam because they didn't agree on what happened, with music or whatever it could be, and they're just very upset. Listen, I'm done reading the damn interview. That's number one. It's on YouTube if y'all want to watch it. But number two is, what the fuck? Bro, listen. I do think that there are some families that were being paid off by Robert Kelly, but I also think that you having your 21 and 23-year-old women come on to national television and proceed to display classic symptoms and cases of Stockholm Syndrome was not the way to go, okay? I am not saying that R. Kelly, you should be smarter than that, but what I'm saying is your ass can barely read, so I know you can't be smarter than that. That's number one. And number two, I'm not saying that I believe these two ladies when they say that their parents were trying to get money. However, I wouldn't put it past someone who knows of R. Kelly's past and knows how to wiggle and maneuver, but instead of wiggling and maneuvering, they effectively lost their children. Okay, look, that's all I'm going to say. I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm not saying that that is what is going on. I'm just saying that this is some crazy crap. There's some crazy crap that's going on. That's number one. Number two, I mean, what? Were they going to come on to national television and say, you know what? Yeah, everything y'all know about that nigga is true. The man's kept me locked up. They were coming to defend this man who has, and they 21 and 23. I mean, the fuck? I ain't saying I'm dumb, but I ain't the smartest girl out here. Like, I'm not in my 30s. I'm not in my 40s. I'm still learning about my damn self. So, a man might flash a couple dollars and say, I can give you a certain type of life. And my dumb ass might be like, okay. I'm not, I'm just saying, I'm young. I understand. But what I don't understand is, just what a time to be alive. That's all I have to fucking say. What a time to be alive. What a damn time to be alive. Things are going crazy. Crazy. But as I stand by my original statement, lock that nigga up. Put that nigga in jail. Keep that nigga there. Don't let that nigga out. Okay? I ain't got nothing else to say. I don't know if the interview was just 6 minutes long. That's all that they had on YouTube. I don't know if they're coming out with a full one, but if they do, I will come out with a whole ass bonus podcast, bro, because this shit is crazy. Bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Okay? It's bananas. I you know what? I'm about to go on. I'm just about to pass this topic and move on to music news, okay? In music news, Solange came out with her 4th studio album, When I Come Home. It was released March 1st, 2019. Some people don't like the album. Some people do like the album. Some people think that the album is too abstract. It's too, ooh. But I like music like that. It reminds me a lot of Frank Ocean's Channel Orange in a way. Sorry, y'all. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. But my thought said, girl, stop playing with me. And when I say it reminds me of Channel Orange, it's just like that. abstract. Like, if you break down Channel Orange is a masterpiece. It is a work of art. And I think that this is more of a work of art and more of a complete listening experience than it is a bop, if that makes sense. It's like, okay, I can twerk to ape shit, but things I imagine, I can twerk to that too, okay? But that's making me think about, like, damn, the law of attraction and shit. Like, I need to make this shit happen, Okay, I don't know if y'all know, because sometimes my husband say, I just be saying words and he don't understand. Oh my gosh. You know what, y'all? What I'm going to do is I'm going to tell y'all my fun fact of the day, and then I'm about to get my ass on up out of here. My friends want to go to dinner on Sunday, and I'm broke, but I'm gonna probably go because I'm fat and we about to get some drinks, so probably gonna do it. So, but my fun fact for today is banging your head against the wall for 1 hour burns 150 calories. You can also walk your dog for 45 minutes, which burns 150 calories. But I want to know who would try it. And I have a couple of people in mind who I want to bang their damn head up against the wall. Okay? Fuck the calorie count. Just try to get some sense into your damn head, okay? You know what? Listen, I'm done, y'all. I'm done. This was not a laid-back version. This was a sandpaper throat version. Hopefully next week my throat will not be sandpaper. Like I said, the Awkwardly Acceptable podcast, this happens every week, okay? Thursdays, every week. Your girl, Camera, is going to have a script. I'm going to actively make a script and have it ready by Wednesday, so I can come to y'all at 12 p.m. on the dot. Well, not on the dot, y'all. Y'all can't expect me to be timely. What's it called? Punctual. Because I ain't no punctual peach, okay? That would actually really work if I was in Atlanta. That would be really nice. I should have called it, the Punctual Peach Podcast. Damn. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Huh? Anyway, y'all, I'm done. I'm off of here. What am I about to say? Well, I'm about to play a song for y'all. That's number one. But number two, what I'm about to say is I want to thank everyone who listened to the Awkwardly Acceptable podcast. Every single week, I am getting a little bit better at this podcasting thing. Sandpaper Throat did throw me for a loop. Okay, so I'm so sorry about that. Sandpaper Throat was like, have you ever had, like, you know, in the movie, in Pet Sematary, when the little boy was up under the bed and he put the knife in the man's shins, not the shins, but the back of his ankles, and he was like, that's how I'm feeling. That's how my Sandpaper Throat came out, and it was like, bitch. That's basically what happened. But I'm gonna conquer this. I'm gonna be here next week without a Sandpaper Throat. If there are any more developments on this dumbass R. Kelly shit, and I'll definitely come back. I do want to thank everyone who has happened to come across this on iTunes, on Spotify, on Google Play. If y'all like me, then, you can stick around and find out more, because I guess I'm a cool lady. I mean, depend on who you ask, If you all like this podcast, you can follow me on YouTube, you can follow me on Twitter, and you can follow me on Instagram, okay? Twitter is Camera Brielle, but the camera is backwards, so it's Air Mac Brielle. But, YouTube and Instagram are the same. Do I have anything else to say? I really don't think that I do. I do want to tell you all that I thank you all so much for watching. I thank you for sticking around with me. These 5 episodes have been great. The song that you are about to hear is called Pretend. It is a 1 minute and 9 song. All my songs are like, I don't get it. But I do like this song. Tell me what you all think about this song. I did only play 2 songs for this podcast, but tell me which song you like the best out of the 2 that I played, and I will upload that on my website, on my Patreon, and on my label's website for download. So, thank you all so much for watching. My name is Brielle. I make beats, I sing songs, I make videos, and I do podcasts. And if you like everything that I just said, well, then you can just like stick around and just be here with me, okay? Don't be with me because I got a nigga, but you know you can be here with me. So, I'll see you all next week. Thank you all so much for watching. And without any further ado, here is Pretend. Bye. Hanging pictures on the wall. When did it all start? Broken glass on the floor. Bloody wounds all on my heart. Holding mirrors full of sin. Shadow me can shed a grin. Falling. All I see is just the installing. Oh, maybe we should call it quits. All we do is just pretend, 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 pretend.